Salutations, David Vonderhaar. Long-time listener, first-time caller, and I realized with the launch of Black Ops 2, aka hopefully the greatest Call of Duty of all time, um, I I uh, I realized that a lot of people are giving you feedback of what they would or would not like in this next game. And while I have a long myriad of things I would like to have or not have in this game, this video is about addressing one thing and one thing only, and that is to please take the explosives out of the hardcore playlist. And I realize asking you to take out the grenades or lethal equipment might be asking a little too much. While it would be great to have no Simtex or Frag or Claymores or Bouncing Betties, and C4s really aren't that big of a problem because you can't throw those across map and get an instant kill, or put them on the floor and wait for them to get an instant kill for you. It would still be nice to take the lethal equipment out of hardcore, but I realize that's asking too much. But what hopefully you can do and will do to help Black Ops 2 be the best Call of Duty possible, and to help all of the hardcore playlist users, is to take the explosive launchers out of the game, as well as explosive attachments, whatever they may be. The noob tube, the single fire, no lock on required SMA rocket or AT4 equivalent that will be in Black Ops 2, as well as the RPG or any other explosive launchers that you have in the game outside of the lock-on only launcher that will be used to take out aircraft. I would like that to be the only launcher allowed in the hardcore playlist. And while I realize that hardcore playlist users aren't the bread and butter of the Call of Duty franchise, I'm sure you can realize that it's a good chunk of the community, and some people only play hardcore, and some game types are actually more popular in hardcore, such as in Black Ops heyday. Hardcore Capture the Flag actually had more players than the core Capture the Flag game mode. And that's because, well, Hardcore Capture the Flag, when you put Capture the Flag in a hardcore scenario, it makes for a much better game, and I think fans have realized that in Black Ops, and it was more played than the core variant. And while I can trust that you'll do a lot of things right that Sledgehammer and Ravens Soft and Infinity War did wrong, such as the spawns and the map design, and the fact that there's no specific damage multiplier to the blast shield, which makes that perk completely useless in hardcore and Modern Warfare 3, while in Flak Jacket in Black Ops it actually had a different multiplier, which actually made it useful. I'm sure all those mistakes that the other developing team here in the Call of Duty franchise has made, I'm sure you won't make a lot of those. But while I would like to see the noob tube out of the game in its entirety, in all playlists and all aspects of the game completely, I would at least ask of you to take the grenade launcher attachment and or launcher out of the hardcore playlist, because explosives have just always ruled hardcore, and in Modern Warfare 3 that's especially true. But you know, the noob tube in Black Ops was incredibly strong, and while some people might not think so, if they ever went into a hardcore playlist, they would change the tune rather quickly, because the noob tube completely ruled hardcore game modes in Black Ops as well as Modern Warfare 3, and that's just because they're so strong and there's no counter to it. And while I can assure myself that the Treyarch development team will make some strides against explosives in hardcore, such as making the Flak Jacket or Blast Shield equivalent perk have a different multiplier to the hardcore playlist, it's still not enough. When you make an entire playlist contingent on the use of a perk, it kind of slows it down and makes it not as much fun. And this playlist has a lot of fans that would just like the launchers to be out of the game altogether, as well as explosives. I mean, the fact that in Modern Warfare 3, that if I hop into a hardcore game mode such as Domination, and over half of my deaths are all through explosives, that's just ridiculous to me, and I'm sure you could agree with it as well. The fact that you could spawn and throw a frag or a Simtex and instantly get a kill is ridiculous, as well as getting rocketed, spawn killed across the map is really annoying, and just it slows down the game. It makes it not as fun for the fans. These just need to be taken out of the game, and I can assure you that only positive things can come out of this. The fact that explosives have ruled hardcore for so long, and with the prospect of them being taken out, I'm sure a lot more people will become fans of the hardcore playlist if the explosives being too powerful in it were holding them back, or the fact that there's no explosives outside of probably the grenades might bring more people towards this playlist. And while it has a lot of fans as it is, it can always grow. And I'm sure that you're going to make strides with what you can to help all aspects of the game. I would just like you to take the explosive launchers and or the noob tube attachment out of hardcore completely, and that would just make it for a better game. And if you're a subscriber of mine, could you please tweet this video to Mr. Vonderhaar over there at his Twitter handle. And even if you're not a hardcore player, you can at least realize what I'm saying has nothing but good consequences to come from it, and is just nothing but a good idea. So I appreciate your time, and I'll see you later.